Hello everybody, thanks for joining me once again. This week it's a bit of bloggage and a bit of help and some information on the channels that I watch on YouTube. There aren't many these days, to be honest, because I don't really get a lot of time, and it's in no particular order. However, the last one is one that I do particularly like. It comes up with some interesting stuff, and I'm going to start with epicadam motovlogs, or motovlogs, not sure which one it is actually. He's a chap from North Devon. He's the second biggest motovlogger in North Devon. Makes me laugh. But he seems like a really nice lad. Obviously he's a kind of local-ish to me compared to the YouTube world. And he does some reviews, some general biking stuff, some in-depth stuff, which if you're watching this, Adam, I think you should do a bit more of that, mate. It's some good stuff you come out with there. The history of Suzuki and all that you've done, and yeah, that's quite good. Some good stuff. He's got a Suzuki Bandit. He used to have a Sinus before he passed his tests, and yeah, he just seems like a nice chap. He's quite local to me, and it's worth checking out. So I'll put all the links in the description of all the people that I'm listing. Second up is Biker One Care. That's a terrible impression of a northeastern accent I've done there. Again, he's a local chap. I've seen him around Exeter quite a lot actually, and he's basically bought a Honda DeVille. I don't know what, I think it's about 20 years old, something like that, and he basically went out to prove that you don't need to spend a lot of money to get a decent bike, and that's exactly what he's got. And again, he just seems like a nice chap, down to earth, and an all-round good egg. Part of the reason I'm doing this, I'll be honest, is because just this last week, and obviously I put out a video which was really rubbish, and it's a bit embarrassing really, but being a human being, you know, sometimes you're going to cock up. With the lockdown lifting, I've gone back to work, and it has been absolutely full on, really full on, and so trying to do this and the YouTube thing proved a bit difficult, and I might have to go down to a video every couple of weeks or something, if it doesn't ease up, but at the moment I'm making it work. So, you know, I said this last year, September last year, I said to everybody, well, I'm going to go down to one every 2 weeks now, but since then I've still been doing one a week, and I want to try and keep it like that as well. I'm kind of really trying hard to actually keep it like that. But my point is really is that when I first started out doing this YouTube thing, I got in contact with some of the bigger YouTubers, the well-known ones, and nothing kind of against them really, but they didn't, most of them, well, all of them didn't actually contact me back. You know, I got in contact with them, just a quick email, then a message on Facebook, and I was really surprised that, I won't go into what I offered them, but I was really surprised that none of them got back to me, and I was really quite gutted actually, because some of them I was subscribed to, which I'm not anymore, by the way, and for that reason, and yeah, I just thought the least they could do is just a quick no thanks, and that's the end of it. And for example, I put myself forward, and I know, you know, I'm a little channel, and they're not going to be interested. I haven't got a lot to offer them subscriber wise and things like that, but the only one who did have the decency to get back to me was TMF, and I just basically sent him an email saying, if you want me to do the Meet the Blogger posts that he does, or he did do back then please keep me in mind, and I would be interested, and I'll come up and see you. And he cut very kindly, and he was the only one. He sent a message back saying, yeah, thank you very much for getting in contact, but with distance I think it's going to be a bit too complicated. In other words, I'm not interested. And honestly, I didn't mind that. I don't mind him not being interested. Like I say, I haven't got a lot to offer him, because the way this YouTube thing works is that you normally get together with people in the same boat as you, same amount of subscribers, etc. And quite often these bigger subscribers, I'm not saying that this is how he works, it's probably not, but quite often, unless you got a lot of subscribers, then you haven't got much to bring to the table. And even now I still haven't, and that's fine, but at least he had the decency to get back to me, and I shot one back to him saying that's fair enough, but distance isn't a problem, I'm happy to come up. And he did send one back. He done his thing, he said that, and that's fine. So he probably will watch this, so thanks for doing that. I do appreciate you. Hang on. You see that? And so I do appreciate him getting back to me, and he's no doubt about it, he seems a right laugh. He wouldn't want to go to the pub for a pint with him. Anyway, so that's that done. And my point is really is that when you are a smaller channel, like I was and still am to an extent, you know, it's got momentum, and that's great, thanks to you lot. But when you are a smaller channel, sometimes all you want is somebody to throw you a friggin' bone. You know, it's and all the people I did contact, as I say, just didn't give me the time of day. However, that is why really I'm doing this post, is so whether it's epicadam or another one I like is Saddlebag 73. He comes up with some really good stuff. Hey, look at that, one of my favourite bikes. It's a good bunch of bikes there, including an NC. But yeah, sometimes you just need a bit of help in life, don't you? And it's the people that do reach out to you and give you a bit of help that you really appreciate. And that's what I'm going to do for these guys. So St David's Station there, it's the main station in Exeter. Yeah, and the other one I want to mention is Saddlebag 73. This chap is one, he was a subscriber of mine, and he's recently been starting to put out some videos, and some quite good ones as well. I like a lot of his stuff. So he does a lot of tours, well, I say a lot, he does some tours. Relatively new channel. He's got a Kawasaki 900 RS, Ernie, which is a Royal Enfield Classic 500, a real stunning one, which he's done up quite nicely. And he does a lot of tours. I think there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming from him. And I do like his Royal Enfield videos. They're quite interesting. And he's also got I think it's a Z 900, is it? Something like that. That he's going to be doing up at some point in the garage. Or so I get the impression, anyway. But again, seems a real nice chap. So that's the other one I wanted to mention. So well worth a look at, certainly if you like your classic 500s or the Z900 RS, or even just the scenery around Cornwall. He's one of those that you just sort of watch and you feel like you're there riding with him through Cornwall. It's good crack, and he does some fun, he's got a funny sense of humour. You have to watch the what's it, Devon versus Cornwall stuff that he does. It's hilarious. But yeah, well worth a look at that. At all of those channels. Who else is there? I'll tell you my number one channel that I like to watch. And it's not really motorbike connected actually, it's Colin Furze. I suspect most of you might have heard of him, but he's basically got a small shed, or small garage shall I say, and he knocks out some amazing stuff in that shed. We're talking like hover bikes, he built an underground bunker, just really just stuff as a kid you'd really want to make. And yeah, he does all that, and it's amazing what he does. Again, I'll put the link in the description down below, and feel free to have a look if you want, and if you don't, then that's fine. Yeah, so as I say, recently it has been a bit of a funny time, just trying to keep on top of things, but we all get times like that, don't we, in life? Just one of those things. I am okay, I'm not depressed or anything like that, but yeah, it's just that few days of, just a bit of a struggle. But that's perfectly normal. Back on top of things and keep on plodding on. Yeah, looks like Old Alphington Road in Exeter is back to normal. It's the main artery into Exeter. This one here, or the west side of Exeter, and it does get clogged up. But I just wanted to help those guys out. Saddlebag 73. He actually looks very good for 73 years old. Quite surprised. Biker 1K, Colin Furze, Royal Jordanian, epicadam, motovlogs. So if you could send the cheque through the post, please, lads, that'd be great. I think 100 quid is fair, don't you? That's it, guys. Just a quick one this week, anyway. So I will leave you in peace, and I'll see you next week. Normal time, Friday, 1 PM GMT. I might do another one of these because I actually haven't got through what I wanted to get through. So I might do another little vlog at some point on the channels that I watch. But they're the ones that are the main ones, and like I say, they're kind of in the West Country. So, alright guys, I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Cheerio!